Year 3, I hope you've had a good week of home learning so far and you enjoyed the story with Miss Smith yesterday. Today we're going to go through the next English lesson. As you can see, I'm at home today because I can't get into school, so you might have to bear with me with the TV and the laptop. But if you have a look at the screen, the big picture for this activity in English is we are going to read The Shaman's Apprentice, which hopefully you listened to yesterday, and we're building up to writing an information page for the Shaman's Rainforest Medicine Handbook. Okay, so I would like you to think back to yesterday and see if you can remember what's happened in the story so far. So if you have a look at the pictures on the screen, you can remember, hopefully you've got Kamanya, the little boy that was poorly, you've got Natala, the shaman, which is the medicine man, and he is looking to become a shaman himself. Okay. So today's LO is to further explore the main characters in a text. So we're going to be looking at the medicine man and we're going to be looking at the little boy Kamanya today. So I want to recap this part of the story. So I'm going to read it to you and then we're going to use that to help us with today's lesson. Unlike the other boys, Kamanya often slipped away and silently followed the shaman as he collected the plants from which he made his powerful medicines. Kamanya hopes that he could learn Natala's wisdom and one day become the next shaman. Natala was pleased with the boy and showed Kamanya which plants he used for healing. Okay, so looking at that piece of the text that I've just read to you, I want us to kind of use our guided reading skills and find and copy one word which shows that the shaman is knowledgeable. So have a quick look at the screen. I'm not going to pause, but have a look at the screen and see if you can find a word there which shows that he is knowledgeable. He's clever, he knows lots. Okay, hopefully you came up with the same word as me. Wisdom. Okay, he could learn Natala's wisdom. That shows that he is clever. Let's go back onto full screen. Okay, so I've got lots of adjectives here on my screen. Let me just move that out of the way. And I've got knowledgeable, wise, esteemed, keen, experienced, sage, inquisitive, eager, respected, and curious. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about which word you would put for each character. For example, knowledgeable, we've just talked about wisdom, I would put that with the shaman, okay? So you can just make a list on your paper of who you think would do, which adjective you would give. So I thought I'd go through a couple of the words with you because I'm aware that we haven't maybe come across some of this vocabulary before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the words to describe the shaman on this side and then we'll put Natala on this side. Okay, so have a look at your lists and hopefully you've come up with similar. So knowledgeable we talked about is the shaman, so I'm going to leave it on that side. He's also experienced, he is respected, and he's wise. Okay, hopefully you came up with those words so far in your sections. There's a couple of words that I'm not sure about, and I'm not sure that you will know what they mean either, which are sage and esteem. So we'll leave those ones for now. And let's see what we put down for Kamanya. So I think he's quite keen to learn. He's eager to learn, he wants to know more. And these two words we've talked about quite a lot already, curious and inquisitive. Okay, they basically mean, as you know, he wants to learn more, he wants to find out more, he's keen to learn. Okay, now the words esteemed and sage have very similar meanings. Okay, sage talks about somebody who's very wise. Okay, so I think that we could put that underneath wise for the shaman. Also, esteemed shows that somebody has great respect and somebody that is well admired. So I think you'd agree we could put that one into the shaman. Okay, so hopefully you got those right. If you didn't, don't panic because we're going to do another activity on that now. So if you have a look at the slide, on the website you will have something that looks like this. Okay, so it's basically the outlines for the characters. You've got the shaman, you've got Kamanya. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to pause me in a second and fill the character outlines with some adjectives. Now, absolutely, you can pause here and you can use some of these words. Okay, if you'd like to challenge yourself or come up with some words of your own, you could use a thesaurus, you could use an online thesaurus, you could ask your parents and carers to help you, or you could just come up with some words on your own. So you're going to have a go at that now by writing words into the outlines and pause me here. Okay, hopefully you got on with that okay, and you came up with some new adjectives. What we're going to do next is I want you to have a think about what the characters actually think of each other. So if I was the shaman, how would I talk about Kamanya? What do I think of him? Do I like him? Do I think he's keen to learn? And if I was Kamanya, what would I think of the shaman? Do I respect him? Do I think he's very wise? Okay, so I'd just like you to have a think about what they think of each other. Okay, pause me now again. Okay, so we had a go at this before and we looked at this piece of text already, but this time we want to find and copy a word which shows how the shaman feels about Kamanya. So how does he feel, the medicine man, about the little boy? So I'm just going to read it through to you again, and then I want you to have a think about which one word shows how he feels. Unlike the other boys, Kamanya often slipped away and silently followed the shaman as he collected the plants from which he made his powerful medicines. Kamanya hoped that he could learn Natala's wisdom and one day become the next shaman. Natala was pleased with the boy and showed Kamanya which plants he used for healing. Okay, so just while I get my highlighter pen ready, which word do you think shows how the shaman feels about Kamanya? Okay, and the word that I came up with, he was pleased. He was pleased with the boy, so he was very, very impressed. We talked about that word already. Okay. Okay, so what we've got here is a couple of sentences and words that have been used as if they were both interviewing each other. Okay, so what you need to have a think about is what would each person say. So I've got something, a comment that's everybody respects his wisdom. Do I think that Kamanya is saying that about Natala, or Natala is saying that about Kamanya? Okay, and if you think carefully, that's going to be said about the shaman. So it will be Kamanya that is actually saying that. Okay, he will achieve great things. Okay, that would be the shaman saying it about Kamanya. Okay, you've also got, he is my hero. He has the highest place of honour in our tribe. I wish one day I could be like him. He is like a son to me. I respect and value him. Okay, so again, you've got all of these things on the school website. Hopefully your parents and carers have printed those off for you. Okay, so second activity. What you're going to be doing is those quotes that I've just showed you are on the school website. You're going to need to cut them out, okay? And we've used a Venn diagram a lot of times before, okay? So what you've got here is the shaman describing Kamanya, Kamanya describing the shaman, and then hopefully you've remembered the one in the middle could be that they could say about each other. So the first thing you need to do for bronze is you need to sort the quotes into the correct places. Okay, so you need to cut them out and you need to place them. When you're happy with your answers, you're going to stick them in the Venn diagram that's also on the website. And for silver, I'd like you to have a go at writing some of your own. Okay, so I'm going to leave that on the screen. Pause me now. Okay, for gold, what you're going to be doing is you've got the exact same quotes, but each one has a question of saying why. Okay. So why is he my hero? So gold is going to be all about justifying your answers. So what I've done here for you is an example, and so you're going to be using the talk scaffolds that you can remember from the classroom to justify why the characters may describe each other in this way. Okay, so I've chosen one, in my opinion. You could also have I believe that, I think that, I know that, I know this because. Everyone respects the shaman's wisdom because he has knowledge about the rainforest that nobody else holds. If it were not for the shaman's wisdom, many members of the tribe would have died. Okay, so if you look back, I've chosen this one. Everyone respects his wisdom. Okay, and all I've done is pick that out, used a talk scaffold, and then explained why the character has described each other in this way. Okay, so for gold, hopefully you got an okay with bronze and silver. There is now a gold to justify why. So maybe pick 3 or 4 of those quotes and now think about writing the sentences underneath just like this one. Okay, so I'll leave that one up for you as an example. Now I'd like you to pause me and have a go. Sorry guys, it cut me off, but I hope you enjoyed the lesson and enjoy the lovely sunshine. See you soon.